Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now I've called these readings Triple Conjunction Season because we have the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction perfecting, as Mercury and Neptune are coming conjunct, as Mars and Saturn are conjunct. So we have a triple conjunction going on, 3 being the number of the goddess, the urge to move forward, the urge to make changes. And interestingly, they are in Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. So they're in 1/4 of the chart. They are forming an arrow, focusing in on the Earth. So it made me go and have a look at what the difference was. So obviously Neptune one side, Pluto the other, from 19 degrees Pisces, which is a manifestation number, to 24 degrees Capricorn, which escapes me right now what that number's about, but I have discussed it loads on my video. But anyway, the interesting thing is the angular distance between them is 55 degrees. Angel number 55. The message in that apparently is time to let go of the old, release all the old doubts, fears and everything. It will be replaced with something better. And this is just coming off of the energy. It's not quite within orb, but the septile, which is 1/7 of the zodiac ecliptic. Now, normally an orb of 1 degree is allowed for this, but I thought that, it's well worth looking at. It's the only prime number aspect of division of the zodiac, which is an inexact number, and it is a mystical aspect that indicates the hidden flow of energies between the planets involved, often involving spiritual or energetic sensitivity and awareness of finer and more subtle hidden levels of reality involving the planets in septile aspect. Now, that to me sounds quite stunning, especially coupled with that angel message of time to let go of the old, let the new come in, release the old doubts and fears. So I'm not going to look at each individual conjunction. I've got a few other videos for that. Having said that, there is not enough hours in the day for me to do tarot scopes and readings based on every conjunction that is attracting my attention at the moment. So I decided to combine all three. There is a Jupiter-Pluto series I've just done. I'm hoping to look at the Mars-Saturn. Neptune and Mercury might be left all on its own, but we'll see. Now, as usual, this is a bulk introduction. There's a timestamp down below, so you can fast forward to the reading. I would like you to look at your sun sign, obviously, because that's the first one we're always drawn to. Your rising sign being the most important in ancient astrology. But to be quite honest, right now, I think Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, certainly Neptune and Pluto, there's not going to be a huge difference for all of us. You could combine those two signs into a communal reading, no doubt. Collective reading, sorry. But have a look at your Mars. This is the driving force between everything, and this is in the centre of the 3 conjunctions, Saturn and Mars together, entering into new, airy, rebellious Aquarius. So we can open lots and lots of gateways for us now. Yeah, the majority of us are stuck at home in isolation. But what did it say about those septile energies? Let me just read that again. A mystical aspect that involves a hidden flow of energies between the planets involved, involving spiritual or energetic sensitivity and awareness of finer and more subtle hidden levels of reality. What we can put into place now, what we can bring together, even if it's just in our thought space on the astral level, will end up manifesting, certainly if it is in our interest, if it is something that will be better, not just for us, but for the whole world. Remember, there's a lot of outer planets here: Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. So this is stuff that is affecting us personally and society as a whole. And let's face it, turn on the news and you can see exactly what I mean. Very, very briefly, because try to be careful, but avoid the fear, as all of the teachers, the astrologers and everybody are talking about at the moment. So if you don't know what your moon, your rising, your Mars sign is, there's a link down below in the description to go and get yourself a free birth chart from Cafe Astrology. Then obviously there is a link to my Facebook group, where I post not just these videos, but all the astrology videos that I'm watching, and ever so often something else that I find quite interesting as well, that obviously along the line of more esoteric studies. If it means anything to you, do comment down below. Please press subscribe for me or any other reader or astrologer or whoever on YouTube. The subscriptions really, really help our channels and, in my terms eventually, but in their terms, help keep the channels going. So on that note, I've given you your standard YouTube lecture, so let me bring up the cards. And welcome Libra Moon, Libra Rising and Libra Mars. I hope you are checking out your Mars signs. Now, what I didn't say in the introduction is that these three conjunctions, they are all occurring during the period of the waxing moon. As the moon gets bigger, that is a time to increase. And this is straight after the North Node has just been activated by passing over the lunar eclipse point from January, which retains power for about 6 months, I believe. So your future timeline has had a whole whack of energy put into it. It has been empowered, energized, however you want to look at it. So your future is coming more close to the present. Oh, that's bad English, isn't it? But coming closer to the present at the moment. And this is all while Black Moon Lilith and Chiron have just been conjunct in Aries. They're still very close. So all of the old wounds, all of the old secrets were able to come up to the air, come up to the surface for a good airing, for a good healing, and hopefully you've got a chance to move on. And what you are being called to do now is to, let me just focus that camera, is just to be very, very clear. That's still not focused, is it? Let's bring that in. To be very, very clear on, well, we'll do it in a minute. There we go, on what it is, on how you are wanting to move forward. You are in a wonderful field of energy at the moment. So this tells me that you have taken advantage of the Black Moon, Lilith and Chiron, the North Node activation, the more positive aspects of the recent Saturn-Pluto conjunction, all of that sort of stuff. You have allowed certain structures to shatter away from you and you are moving forward. We have Field of Dreams, which I'll grab the book because it says it beautifully. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings and belief. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed on you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared by others. Because the astrology, with it all being outer planets, the mundane astrology of how it affects the world is incredibly strong right now. So the decisions that you make are affecting not just you, but others around you. So you need to be working to the highest ideal that you possibly can. We have the Angel of Mercy here. Divine Mercy gives me the grace to be tender and to be accepting. Accept these new roles and responsibilities that are coming into you. To complete this is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realised in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. And right next to that is the Initiation and the Count de Saint-Germain. Now, if you know some of the healing modalities, you may well be familiar with the Count de Saint-Germain, who is one of the Ascended Masters and presides over the Silver Violet Ray, and more to the point, the Silver Violet Flame of Transmutation, which is a beautiful tool to deal with in meditation for an energetic cleansing. I remember I was given a meditation now, a chant. Let's see if I can remember it. I am the being of the silver violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. And just chant that over and over and over, exploring the words in your mind, and do a full Human Torch thing. Visualize yourself bathed in that silver violet flame, that it burns from here. It may be powered by energy coming in through your crown chakra, but it burns from here. And this is your initiation. You are deciding how you are going to move forward in this whole new world, because the actions that you take are going to affect you, but they're going to affect others as well. You are in the position of bringing fire to mankind. We have Prometheus here with cunning. Now, with this cunning, I do think that there is some form of obstacle coming up for you, that you're just going to have to be a bit smart on how that you're going to avoid it. We have Osei here with cowardly action, and Nimamia with discernment. Learning to tell the truth in things, not learning to tell the truth, but learning to see the truth in things and avoiding the cowardly action. But Osei is incredibly loyal and can change a man into any shape that the exorcist desires, in such a way that he who is so changed will not think of any other thing. With that magic, you can turn people into better versions of themselves by you turning into a better version of yourself. And you might not, but considering that you're starting with this Field of Dreams card, you're not starting from a bad place. There was something... Nemamia brings general prosperity and delivers prisoners from their bonds. That was the bit I wanted to remember. Delivers prisoners from their bonds. You can free... If you think Prometheus was chained to a mountain as punishment for bringing fire to the gods, he was not repentant. Fire to the gods, fire to mankind. He was not repentant about this and was willing to accept that punishment. But there is a freedom of bonds coming. Remember, Prometheus eternally healed as well. That is one thing, that it doesn't matter whatever this block is that comes to you, that you need to use a little bit of brightness about how you're going to sidestep it. It will be fine, because yes, as Nimamia is bringing recognition, and Osei does as well. We start with the tarot with the Three of Pentacles. So there was that forward motion that I was talking about with this triple conjunction, with that whole angel number 55 of the 55 degrees, bringing a time to get rid of the old, bring in the new. But your expertise, if you take this initiation, if you actively pursue this initiation, and I do recommend try that silver violet flame meditation, then recognition is yours, where you get to present a new dream, not just to yourself, an emotionally balanced new dream, where you have done the work already, and that whatever this path forward that you choose, if you've done the meditation and you've done the work for it, and you go, I know what I want to do, and I feel really, really good about going ahead and doing this because it feels right. Now, this King of Cups, he looks like he's not beyond making the odd stern decision, but he has a very gentle authority. And like I say, that divine mercy gives me the grace to be tender and accepting. I feel like his pronouncements are not, right, you do that. It's like, okay, you feel this way. Let's see how we can work with this, because I need you to do such and such, and I'm going to get you feeling in the same way that I do. One way or another. You are creating... There's some material abundance coming here with the Ace of Pentacles, but it is also that new grounded real start in the 3D physical world. So whatever you have on your internal spiritual initiation, is something that you can then broadcast out through the world in a practical way, in a way where you are assisting you and yours and possibly others as well. So this is a really grounded initiation, one where you hit the ground running. Oh, where's that come from? Because there's not even any swords here, are there? But no, I do get the feeling that you are hitting the ground running. It's not everything that you touch turns to gold, but you can get the right people in place so that what they touch turns to gold, I think is a... Okay, I didn't know where that came from, but that slightly from the Prometheus with the Ace of Pentacles there. But yeah, initiation and hit the ground running. Now's the time, definitely. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Libra, comment down below. I've given you the like, share, subscribe speech. The Facebook group's down below. Please come and join us. You can see all the videos that I post, which is not just these on my channel, but other people's as well, especially the astrologers, and anything else that I find that makes me go, oh, that's interesting. And in the meantime, you can contact me through the Facebook group as well. Your next reading, I'm hoping to look at the passage of Mars and the 3 recent conjunctions, including this one from today, and how that is going to help shape and change the driving energy within your life. And your monthlies should be coming out within the next week or so. All right? Have fun.